The Biden administration is hiring senior agency executives at the fastest rate in decades, at least 319 during the president's first 3 months in office. Daniel Lippman is a reporter for Politico. He's writing about the hiring trends for senior government staff. Daniel, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. And
nice to see you in studio. Yes. So the SES, this is the Senior Executive Service. It was created in 1978. Why have those ranks been depleted?
So during the Trump administration, President Trump attacked what he called the deep state. And so he was very suspicious of long-term government employees. He thought they were undermining his agenda, that they weren't loyal to his administration. And so a lot of people left during his administration and they went into the private sector, they retired early. And Biden thinks that it's very important to revitalize these ranks to try to carry out his agenda as best they can.
And this SES is really there to provide senior leadership that's not political.
Yeah.
So what are the implications then when those ranks are depleted?
Well, the implications are that government is just less effective. And remember, this goes back to decades when Newt Gingrich, he wanted to shrink government, so that you can kind of like flush it down the bathtub. And so this is not a new concept for Republicans attacking the civil service and trying to make the government as small as possible. But that has ramifications in terms of people losing faith in their government if they can't reach the IRS to clear up problems with their tax return or get Social Security payments. I think there's a reason that these government civil servants exist, and the SES provides continuity and also leadership experience since these are senior folks. And so that's, you can see tangible benefits when you have an SES that is at the proper size.
So what agencies were hardest hit by these senior executives either being cut or leaving on their own?
So there are a number of agencies. The Office of Personnel Management was one. Trump wanted to get rid of it, and he was not successful in that. And so he basically shifted a bunch of their responsibilities to other agencies like Department of Defense. Other agencies, the EPA, he was not a fan of, and so people left agencies like that. And so that's where Biden is coming in. He is trying to figure out where the holes are and patch them up so that he has a career folks who he can go to and say, hey, I want this policy implemented properly. I want, I don't want it to do a rush rule. So take the EPA. If you don't have people who know what's going on, then you will get those rules that you want carried out to clean up the air and make climate change a priority. They'll just get struck down in court if you don't follow the proper process.
And OPM, I mean, your article says that it was 54%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really significant.
It's pretty wild in terms of the senior folks, not in terms of every employee. But the OPM, folks that were also charged with creating the Schedule F, which was the, trying to kind of get rid of civil servants in the first place in terms of making any policy position more of a, a political position. And that was, overturned by Biden. It wasn't really implemented in the first place.
So what are we seeing as far as a comparison between the Biden administration's hiring and Presidents Obama and Trump?
So President Biden in the first 3 months hired at least 319 senior executive service folks. And that is up from around 120 in the 120s range for both Obama and Trump for the first 3 months. So that's a pretty big increase. And these are mostly, it's hard to say exactly if they're all political versus, people who are, it's a lot of career folks, but you can be designated as an SES if you're political. It's kind of just a way to categorize your job. And so these are both career and some political folks.
And Daniel, what are we seeing in terms of gender and racial diversity? Because that's been a big priority for President Biden.
Yeah, it's his efforts to make the government more equitable and more diverse is bearing out in the data. And so For racial minorities, it's 30%, at least 30% are of SES folks are minorities. In terms of women, it's basically a 50-50 split. And so that is up from, I think it was 16% of minorities during parts of Trump's administration, and it was much more male-heavy for the SES folks under Trump as well.
And finally, Daniel, do you think that these new hires are going to have that impact that the president's looking for to push his agenda and his priorities forward?
I think the most important thing he has to rely on is Congress actually passing that agenda. So that reconciliation, that $3.5 trillion bill, which might come down a little bit, that's going to be very important. But these are the people that once these bills are passed, they are going to be charged with implementing. So I think it's a pretty significant change. There's a reason that he's doing this.
All right. Well, we've run out of time, but thank you so much,
Thank
Daniel,
you.
for talking to us.
Of course.